Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code VIKAS10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for national affairs part 2 for September month. Session will be quite interesting and important, students. Stay tuned with us till the end. It will be very beneficial for all the students who are preparing for government exams. Right? Let's start. First question is, mention the world's first tri-service all-women circumnavigation sailing expedition flagged off by Union Minister Rajnath Singh in September in the month of Mumbai. So name that expedition that we are talking about here, right? That is an all-women circumnavigation sailing expedition. So what is the name of it? It is Samudra Pradakshina, right? Take a note of it, right? This will be an 10 women's expedition including 5 women from Indian Army, 1 woman from Indian Navy and 4 women from Indian Air Force. Next, in September, which institute collaborated with the Guidance Tamil Nadu to launch Innovation Tamil Nadu, India's first state-level startup and innovation dashboard? So, which institute collaborated with the Guidance Tamil Nadu here? Name that institute. It is IIT Madras, right? Important. And it is the first state-level startup and innovation dashboard, that is innovation dashboard. The platform here will be acting as one-stop source for information on Tamil Nadu startup ecosystem. Next, in September, which companies collaborated with Tata Electronics Private Limited to deliver India's first indigenously designed and fully owned 4-channel X-band beamformer IC model, that is FD3R4411, right? So, which company collaborated with Tata Electronics Systems Limited? It is Fermion IC Design Private Limited, that is India's leading Fables radio frequency integrated circuit design company. Next, in September, Union Minister Amit Shah, that is our Home Minister, inaugurated India's largest and modern sports complex named Veer Savarkar Sports Complex at 825 crore rupees. Where was this inaugurated? In Ahmedabad, Gujarat, the aim of which is to establish the city as India's sports capital. Right? And this facility, it will be India's largest and most modern sports complex that will be equipped with world-class infrastructure that aims to establish Ahmedabad as India's sports capital. Next, as per the September 25 notification by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship regarding the increase in monthly apprenticeship stipends, what is the maximum monthly stipend for apprentices under the NAPS and NATS? It is 12,300 rupees, right? The new range has been fixed from 6,800 rupees to 12,300 rupees. From previous range that was 5,000 rupees to 9,000 rupees. So we have seen an increase here in the stipend. Next, in September, Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has launched Anbu Karangal Hands of Love scheme under the Thyamunwar scheme in Chennai, providing a monthly financial aid of 2,000 rupees to how much? To whom? It will be for the orphaned children. Next, in September, DPIIT has commemorated the 3rd anniversary of National Logistics Policy. What is the aim of this policy? To enhance the logistic and make sure that the logistic in India becomes at ease and also it becomes more economic. Then by question is, by which year does India aims to be among the top 25 countries in the Logistics Performance Index under the NLP? What is the targeted here? So the target year is 2030, and you must have seen that India is also launching multiple projects that will be helping our country India to reach this target. Next, mention the name of the exercise conducted by Indian Army's 1st Armored Division to validate water obstacle crossing capabilities under the operational conditions. So mention the name of that exercise. The exercise here is Jal Shakti, right? Jal Shakti. That is Indian Army's first armored division that conducted this exercise Jal Shakti, and it is a combat readiness drill to validate the water obstacles that are crossing the capabilities under the operational conditions. Next, in September, the second national conference of the heads of anti-narcotics task of states and union territories was inaugurated by our Home Minister Amit Shah in where? Like, what is the location where was this inaugurated? So this was inaugurated in New Delhi. Next, on September, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy notified the national policy on what? It has this ministry, it has notified the national policy on the geothermal energy that will promote clean energy transition and support India's net zero target of 2070. Right, by 2070, our country India, we want to become a net zero carbon country. That means we do not want to release more carbon that we are capturing. Right, so it was focused on geothermal energy. What is geothermal energy? Geothermal energy is when we are using earth's heat in order to boil the water, right, which will further generate steam, and that steam will be utilized for running or revolving the turbines. Next is, from which of the following airports of UP did Union Minister Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu launch the initiative that is Yatri Seva Divas in September, that is focusing on the passenger centric services? So from which of the following airports in UP? It was from Hindun Airport. Take a note of this. This was from Hindun Airport. And Airport Authority of India observed Yatri Seva Divas across all the airports in India. Right? Take a note of this, students. Next, mention the state which became the first state in India to issue ID cards to the self-help group women's. So it is Tamil Nadu that became the first state in India that has issued the ID cards to the self-help groups. Important, students, take a note of this. And with this initiative, right, take a note of this, it will be very beneficial for the women self-help groups here, right, because they will be now be eligible to provide it with the various schemes that are launched by the central government as well as the state government. Next is, find out the date on which the 9th edition of Swachhta Hi Seva campaign will be culminating across India. So find out the date. Which is the date? It is 2nd of October 2025, and it is on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji. The campaign will aim to mobilize millions of citizens in mass drive for public cleanliness across the country. Theme here will be Swachhotsav. Theme here is Swachhotsav. Right? This is the theme here. Next is, identify the Indian defense company that signed a 66 crore rupees contract in September with Indian Navy for the supply of indigenously built underwater remotely operated vehicles. So identify the defense company that we are talking about. It is Croatia Technologies, right? It is Odisha's deep tech startup company Croatia Technologies, and they have signed this contract worth 66 crore rupees, and it is approximately almost $7.5 million. With this was signed with whom? It was signed with Indian Navy, and it is for the supply of underwater remotely operated vehicles. Take a note of this, students, important, and this will be done under Make in India initiative, and we know what is the criteria for Make in India, that at least 50% of the indigenous content should be indigenous. Next is, name the district that topped the National Innovation Ranking under Inspire Award Manak, right? That is Millions Mind Augmented National Aspiration and Knowledge, right? It is by submitting 7,403 innovative student ideas. So name that district that we are talking about. It is Muzaffarpur, Bihar, right? It is followed by Bangalore Urban of Bengaluru, Karnataka with 7,306 ideas. So it is Muzaffarpur, Bihar that has secured the top position here by providing almost 7,403 innovative student ideas, correct, under this Inspire Award Manak. Next is, where did India host the second edition of BIMSTEC Young Leaders Summit 2025 from 9 to 11th of September, right? So where did India host it? It was hosted in Guwahati, Assam. Take a note of this. Where was this hosted? It was hosted in Guwahati, Assam. Next, mention the multinational technology company that recently partnered with BharatGen in September 25 to advance Indic language AI models in India. We have so many large languages, right? So in order to cater them all, this was done. So mention that multinational technology company that did this? It is IBM, International Business Machines. IBM did this. Next is identify the country that partnered with Maharashtra government in September to modernize the Mumbai's historic season dock into a modern, efficient and sustainable harbor. So identify that country that we are talking about. It is Finland. Right option is Finland. Next is in September, Indian Railways officially renamed Ahmednagar railway station of Pune division in Maharashtra to what? It was officially renamed to Ahilya Nagar, right? And it has been renamed after 18th century Maratha queen, students. So take a note of this, right? And this was renamed after her for her contribution to public welfare and governance. This railway station was renamed after her, that is Ahilya Nagar. Next, what is the toll-free number to register GST-related consumer complaints on National Consumer Helpline launched by the Department of Consumer Affairs in September? So, what is the helpline that we are talking about? It is 1915. Next is in September, which state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Inland Waterways Authority of India to start water metro services in the state capital city? So it is Bihar. And we have also discussed this, students. Now we are seeing that these Inland Waterways Authority of India, even the rivers are being utilized in order to establish the cruise, right? Why this cruise? Because this will be a very good source of employment for multiple people in that particular area. And even we saw that in Yamuna, the news was there that in Yamuna, after cleaning the Yamuna, government of Delhi will be starting the premium luxury cruise services there, right? And even Gujarat is being targeted with such cruise tourism initiatives. Next, on September 22, Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change Bhupendra Yadav presided over which foundation? That was the 51st foundation day of the Central Pollution Control Board at the Parivesh Bhavan in New Delhi. Take a note of it. Next, in September, Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment Dr. Virendra Kumar Khatik launched two flagship initiatives, Dash and the second edition of the Shrinkla Talk series to promote senior citizens' well-being. So, here Dr. Virendra Kumar Khatik launched two flagship initiatives. They are Vriddha Mitra Toolkit, that is Vriddha Mitra Toolkit, and as well as the second edition of the Shrinkla Talk series. So these two initiatives were launched, correct? Take a note of this. Very important. They will be talking about on the Sustainable Development Goal 3, that is the good health and well-being. Also, the objective here is to create a user-friendly resource that is aimed at strengthening the community-based elder care. And more focus here will be on the elderly care, that how we can provide them a better lifestyle, how we can enhance their life, and also how we can provide the better best-to-best care. Correct? Next is what is the total capital cost approved by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in September for the construction of 4-lane Sahibganj Ariraj Bettiah section of the NH 139W in Bihar under the hybrid annuity mode. So what is the total capital here? The total capital that will be required, it is 3,822.31 crore rupees. Next, in September, Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal inaugurated the first regional office of APEDA, where it was inaugurated in Patna, Bihar. Next, students, where was India's first central tissue bank and cashless V-Office for the Delhi Dental Council inaugurated by Delhi Health Minister Dr. Pankaj Kumar Singh in September to enhance dental health care and education. So, where was this? It was in Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences, that is in Delhi. So take a note of this. Next is in September, which state government has launched the Deen Dayal Lado Lakshmi Yojana, that is a welfare scheme providing 2,100 rupees per month to the eligible women to strengthen their economic and social standing in the state. So 2,100 rupees per month will be provided. In which state? To the women. So it is for the women of Haryana, right? And this initiative was launched, and also it coincided with the birth anniversary of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, the architect of Antyodaya schemes. Next is the government of India decided to discontinue the physical disembarkation form, that is paper arrival card for the foreign travels, and now it will be done in the digital format, right? Everything will be done in the digital format. This will eventually reduce the time, as well as it will make it easy for the foreign travelers for this process. correct? So this will be coming into effect from when? Which date? It will be coming into effect from 1st of October 2025. These digital cards, they can be completed before the departure, right? And it will allow for a smoother entry process upon arrival in India. Next, in September, the third edition of the Unmesh International Literary Festival, organized by Sahitya Academy in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture. It was held in where? It was held at, what is the location? Where was this held? In Patna, Bihar. Right, take a note of this. And Governor of Bihar, Arif Muhammad Khan, inaugurated the festival on 25th of September. Next, students, that's all for the day. This was your part 2. Now students, let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. And these revision parts, students, that we do on daily basis, they are quite important. So I want you all to go through these revision parts in each and every video that we do.
Where did Google has announced to establish 1 gigawatt of data center and its supporting infrastructure worth $6 billion in India, becoming the first such data center in India. It will be in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, and it is considered to be the Asia's largest data center. Next, in August, Dash successfully completed the issuance of unlisted non-convertible debentures in India's airport sector, raising the total to 9,000 crore rupees. It is Bangalore International Airport Limited. The funds raised through the issuance of the non-convertible debentures will be used to refinance the existing debt and support the future infrastructure expansion. And here a total of 9,000 crore rupees has been raised. Next, identify the organization that signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Association of Gold Excellence and Standards to implement a robust accreditation framework for value chain partners in the gold industry. So, identify that organization. It is ICAI, in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And here, this is to implement a robust accreditation framework for the value chain partners in the gold industry, which currently includes an estimated of 6 lakh partners across India. Next, the Indian Business Confidence Index has surged to what? It surged to 149.4 in the first quarter of FY26 according to the Business Expectation Survey released by the National Council of Applied Economic Research in the August 2025. Next, mention the company that signed a memorandum of understanding with Federation of Indian Export Organization to enhance e-commerce export potential of MSMEs in India. It is Amazon India. This collaboration will establish a dedicated e-commerce export task force to create a policy and infrastructure roadmap that will enable the seller readiness and increase awareness about e-commerce export opportunities. Next, what is the real GDP growth projection for India for calendar year 25 as announced by Goldman Sachs Group's Incorporation in August 2025? So it is projected to grow by 6.5%. Earlier, or one more thing, for calendar year 26, its projection is 6.4%. Next, where will Bharat Earth Movers Limited manufacture the country's premium Vande Bharat, Amrit Bharat and Metro Rail coaches as announced by the state's Chief Minister in August 2025. So it will be in Madhya Pradesh, right? And Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, he announced this announcement, correct? And he's the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Next, identify the company that has signed a teaming agreement with German firm High Performance Space Structure Systems GmbH to co-develop and supply deployable antenna reflector subsystems for advanced satellite applications in India. So identify that company. It is Paras Defense and Space Technologies Limited. This agreement has been signed between the two entities for initial term of 2 years with possibility for further expansion. Also, this strategic partnership marks a major step in India's journey towards self-reliance in space technologies that aligns with Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision and also Make in India initiative. Next, mention the entity that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector. It is what? It is your Numaligarh Refinery Limited. Take a note of this. This collaboration aims to implement India's first 5G captive non-public network in the refinery sector to deliver secure, ultra-reliable and real-time industrial connectivity. Next, mention the name of the country from which Bharat Earth Movers Limited secured the first overseas rail and metro contract worth $1 million for retrofitting and reconditioning their mass rapid transit system. It is Malaysia. Next, mention the company that partnered with French satellite service provider Eutelsat to deliver OneWeb low Earth orbit satellite connectivity across India. It is Nelco Limited. Next, identify the company that in partnership with L&T announced a strategic collaboration with the government of Andhra Pradesh and industry partners to develop India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Which is it? It is LTI Mindtree. Take a note of this, India's first Quantum Valley Tech Park in Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. Next, what was India's retail inflation in July measured by CPI as per the Consumer Price Index for rural urban combined for month of July released by NSO, National Statistics Office. So, what was the India's retail inflation? It was 1.55%. Next, identify the company that signed an agreement with Suzlon Energy Limited for the development of 700 megawatt wind energy project in Anandpur district of Andhra Pradesh. It is Tata Power Renewable Energy Limited. Even Tata Advanced Systems Limited, students remember, they are setting up a semiconductor manufacturing fabrication unit that is in Dholera. Dholera is in Gujarat. Next, mention the company that became the first Indian company to join International Council on Mining and Metals in the month of August. It is Hindustan Zinc Limited, right? And this marks the first new member since the Boliden Swedish company joined in 2021. Next is which company has signed a non-binding heads of agreement with POSCO Group to jointly explore setting up a 6 million tons per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. I repeat, recently which company signed this non-binding heads of agreement? It was signed by JSW Steel Limited. Take a note of this, and it is to jointly explore setting up a 6 million ton per annum integrated steel plant in India through a 50-50 joint venture. Next, the SEBI extended the timeline for the implementation of a framework related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository systems to what? To 10th of October 2025. And here remember, this framework is related to the process of margin obligations through pledge and repledge within the depository system, and it is from 10th of October 2025. Instead of their initial deadline that was 1st of September, that was changed to 10th of October. Next, India's credit rating agency ICRA Limited projected India's GDP to grow in the first quarter to what? It is 6.7%. Next, mention the name of the airline company with which Indian Oil Corporation Limited signed a memorandum of understanding for the supply of sustainable aviation fuel. It is with Air India. And here this development came after the IOCL. It became the first Indian oil company to get the International Sustainability and Carbon Certification, right? Take a note of this. Next, which company became the first Indian company from the energy sector to join the Renewable Energy 100 initiative, taking a major step in the clean energy? It is the Suzlon Group, right? And this RE100 initiative, right? It is a global platform that brings together leading businesses committed to running entirely on the renewable electricity. Next, according to the report released by which of the following in August 2025, the Indian economy may have recorded a growth rate of around 6.8 to 7% in the first quarter from April to June of FY26. So according to the report, which of the following Indian economy? It is SBI Research. Correct? Next, identify the company that has signed a memorandum of understanding with Japanese company Mitsui OSK Lines Limited, right, to that is Trade Walls Incorporation, to strengthen the cooperation in automobile trade between India and Africa. It is Suzuki Motor Corporation, right? And this MOU, it was signed during the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development that was held in Yokohama, Japan. And this MOU will focus on identifying the existing challenges in the automobile trade operations between India and Africa. Also, here various potential solutions will be explored that will include digitalization and promoting decarbonization. Next, mention the finance company that sanctioned a term loan of 199.7 crore rupees to Surat Integrated Transport Development Corporation Limited for developing India's first international standard multi-modal transport hub in Surat, Gujarat. So mention that finance company. It is Indian Railway Finance Corporation, IRFC. That is India's first international standard multi-modal transport hub, and it is located where? In Surat, Gujarat.